Good morning. It's Friday. The weekend is coming very soon to a theater near you. I want to talk about choices. I want to talk about the idea that the more choices we have, the less satisfied we are. You know, our world is trying to give us more and more choices. It used to be that when you went out to buy a pair of jeans, there was just like Levi jeans, and you bought a pair of jeans and you wore them until they felt comfortable for you. Until they were washed enough and they started to fit your butt. Um, Now you go into a store to buy a pair of jeans, and it's like, okay, so slim fit, relaxed fit, boot cut, low riders, whatever. I mean, there's 20 different choices, and so you spend an hour trying all these darn jeans on to get one that I got this going on again. And at the end of the hour, okay, so you walk out of the store with what you think is the best choice, but it's not perfect. And you think to yourself, with all those choices, I should have been able to find something. That's killing me. I should have been able to find something that was absolutely perfect, that fit me like a glove, and that looked wonderful, and it felt great, and it didn't quite meet your expectation. And so there's always that question in your mind: was there one other choice I could have made that would have felt better, that would have looked better, that people would have gone, "Wow, you're looking good today." and and so what happens is, when we have so many choices, buy a phone today. How many choices have you got? Hundreds of different phones that you can use. And they all have different attributes. None of them have um, and there was something I was thinking of just the other day, that why can't we get one that does all the things that I want it to do, and I don't have to spend any money on the extra things that I don't need? I'm not a big game player. I know lots and lots of people are. They pass the time, playing games. I don't necessarily need the game app. I don't necessarily need the connection to Google Games or whatever. But I do need one that, does this and that and the other thing for me. Uh, so we come up with the shiny object syndrome, which is in a way depressing, because it's like, okay, maybe there's another choice that I could have made that would have been better. I spent this money. Should I discard what I bought and buy something else? You know, when I was growing up, yeah, there were choices, but there weren't nearly as many as there are now. And so you made a choice, and you worked with that choice to make it work for you. And you adapted to it, and in some cases you could make it adapt to what you wanted, and then you became happy with with your purchase. And you were proud of yourself because you adapted to it, and you figured out a way to make it work for you. But now it's like, oh, okay, so good morning. I think that was Maggie that showed up. Now I got two hearts. So anyway, thank you. So we get this shiny object syndromes. So we're working away with what our choice was, but in the back of our mind we're thinking, oh, there was something that I really had hoped that it would do that it doesn't do, and maybe I need to add something onto it. I could add an application onto my phone that will make it do what I need it to do. Oh, but that's going to cost more money. Oh, there was probably a phone that would have delivered that in the first place. Oh, so maybe I made a bad decision. Maybe I'm bad and wrong, and maybe I'm not as, I'm not as informed. I'm not as, you see where I'm going? I think that the real magic to living life is to be happy and comfortable with exactly the way it is, and with your vision of what you are making of what you have from where you are, rather than continuously. Now, we are bombarded all the time with choices, with choices in healthcare, with choices in medicine, with choices in cars, with choices in houses, places to live. You know, in order to be content, you need to go, okay, this is what's going on. Thank you. And this is what I'm doing with it. I am doing the best I can to enable me to enhance my world. I am learning different things every day, and I do. I spend first couple hours of my day researching and examining different points of view and different ways of looking at things and different ideas about what's going on in the world and how we can improve it. And I take that knowledge and I try to apply it to what's going on with me, and I try and pass it on to you so that you can do the same. But it's not about making the wrong choice. I made the best choice from the information I had, and now I am doing the best I can with that choice, and I'm enhancing that choice through my own capabilities, which makes me feel better about myself because I'm overcoming the disadvantage to whatever I chose. Okay, I'm finding a workaround. I am doing what I'm improving the product. And the product can be the basic products, like I'm improving my health every day by being more concerned about what I eat and learning more about what's healthy for me and what's not healthy for me. I am improving the quality of my relationships with people by learning about how to relate to people, by learning about how to improve who I am so that I'm a better representation of myself, so that I can interact better and so that I can give more to my relationships. So whenever you feel discontent, know that in this world, in the Western world at least, there will always be new stuff. I finally achieved the goal of buying a Toyota Sequoia, because that was my image 15 years ago of the best vehicle on the market. And it had, it's got heated seats, and it's got, surround sound stereo, and it can pull 7,000 pounds or more, yeah. So it can pull the RV that I own and that kind of thing. I thought, wow, this is really great. And then I see, the new ones that, unlock themselves as you walk up to them or start remotely, or, oh my God. Now, granted, I bought a used vehicle because I don't like to. I just loathe that driving off the lot and losing 25% of the value of the vehicle. That's just hard for me. So I'll buy something that's used, right? And then you have to take what you get. But it's the best choice. It was the best choice from what was available at the time. And so I'm going to not be discontented with the things it doesn't have. I'm going to be contented and I'm going to be happy about the choice that I made because it has the things that I wanted. And I'll set my vision for the future. My next vehicle will have this and that and the other thing, right? So our object every day should be to be content, to be happy with what's going on. And how do you be happy? You just choose what you have. You know, you got married to this person and you didn't realize that they farted in bed or that they left the toothpaste cap off or squeezed from the middle instead of from the end. Okay, so that's just the way it is. And my discontent with that is not going to enhance my relationship with that person. I may make a suggestion to them that's not necessarily what I prefer you to do. Can you work with me a little bit and maybe make a compromise? You know what I mean? Be content with what you have. That's the key to happiness, man. And that's all we're after in this world, isn't it? Just to be happy. And to be happy, we have to understand that we are doing the best that we can. If you're not doing the best you can change that. Yeah? You can say, I didn't do my exercises this morning, but I will do them tomorrow. I made an excuse yesterday, but I don't need to make that excuse today. I slipped and bought a bag of chips and I ate them on the way home from the grocery store. It's okay. You're human. That happened. Next time, stay away from the chip aisle, So I hope you get the idea that it's not about what's available, because that's not what you have to work with. What you have to work with is what you have. You can make the best of that. Have a good Friday. I'll see you tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock.